Hello students. Today we are going to study chapter number 2 of class 9th science NCERT textbook, that is matter around us is pure. So, first of all, as we studied in chapter number 1 about matter, so we will start with the definition of matter that we have already studied in chapter number 1. Matter is anything that occupies space and have mass is known as matter, or it is anything that occupies space and have mass and volume. Now, in this chapter, we are going to study about the types of matter. Matter can be of two types based on their chemical composition. They can be pure substance and impure substance, or we can say matter can be divided into two types based on the chemical composition. Now, pure substance is anything which contains only one kind of atoms or molecules which contains only one kind of atoms or molecules. It do not have any mixture inside them. And as we all know that substances, they are made up of molecules and atoms, which we will be studying in the further chapters. So, pure substance, it consists of only one kind of atoms or molecules. No other types or no other kind of atoms or molecules are involved in that. Then, impure substances are which contain more than one kind of atoms or molecules. That is impure substance. As simple and as clear as it looks. Now, pure substances are divided into two types, elements and compound. Elements, they are the pure substances which are made up of only one kind of atoms. So, elements are the pure substances and they are made up of only one kind of atoms. They cannot be split up into two or more simpler substances by any of the usual chemical methods. They cannot be split up into two or more simpler substances. We cannot split the elements by chemical methods. They are just made up of only one kind of atoms. Example: iron, gold, silver, carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, etc. If we take carbon, it is only made up of 6 atoms, that is 6 carbon. As we write that carbon has 6 atoms inside it, that is only one kind of atoms are present in elements. Then elements are further divided into 3 types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Example of metals is iron, copper, zinc, gold, silver, etc. Non-metals: nitrogen, hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen, carbon, etc. Metalloids show the property of both metals and non-metals. Now let's study about compound, which is another type of pure substance. A compound is a substance that is made up by combining two or more elements in a fixed ratio. In elements, we saw that elements are pure substances that are made up of only one kind of atom. As we took the example of carbon, which is only made up of carbon atoms, 6 atoms, carbon atoms. Then, what are compounds? Compounds are the substances that are made by combining two or more elements. We can combine two or more elements, not atoms, two or more elements, but in a fixed ratio. Both the elements which are combined should be in a fixed ratio. Compounds are pure, so otherwise we can say that they are a mixture. We can consider them in mixture, or we can consider them in impure substance, because here there is combination of elements. But compounds are classified under pure substances. Why? Because the ratio of its constituent always remains fixed. The constituents which are used, the elements which are used, have fixed ratios. So that's why they are classified under pure substances and not under impure substances. If we take the example of water, water is the mixture of hydrogen and oxygen, nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen and oxygen. carbon dioxide, carbon and oxygen. So these are formed by the combination of two or more elements, but in a fixed ratio. I hope I am clear. Then impure substances. We can term impure substances also as mixtures. If we take a substance, which is here I have taken yellow, this is substance 1 and this is substance 2, and if I put A and B, if I put substance B or if I mix substance B with substance A, this is known as a mixture. And plus these mixtures consist of atoms or molecules, or they are made up of atoms or molecules. A mixture is a material which contains two or more kinds of atoms or molecules which do not react chemically but are physically mixed together in any proportion. So what is a mixture? Mixture is a material and it consists of, or it contains two or more kinds of atoms or molecules, but it do not react chemically. They are just physically mixed together in a proportion, in any proportion. As we saw here, that I have mixed substance B with substance A physically. I have not done any chemical reaction, or it is not going any chemical changes inside, right? So only physical changes, or physically they are mixed together in any proportion. Here the proportion is not fixed. Now, mixtures are of two types: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So first we will start with the homogeneous mixture. If for example we take, this is sugar and this is water. So this sugar, here this water particles have space between them, right? So this sugar we will dissolve in water. What happens? The sugar will take the place, the sugar will consume the place which is empty in the water particles, that is, it mixes with the particles of water. So, a homogeneous mixture is a mixture in which all the components are uniformly mixed. So, as we can see that the particles of sugar have taken their places in water and they are uniformly mixed. Now comes the heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture, as if suppose we take water and oil, and if we put that oil in water, we know it clearly that the oil will form a layer on the top of the water, right? So, a mixture in which all the components are not uniformly mixed is known as heterogeneous mixture. In homogeneous mixture, all the components are uniformly mixed, means they get dissolved inside it. And in heterogeneous mixture, the components are not uniformly mixed. Now let's see the difference between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. So first definition is clear. First, the definition of both the mixtures is clear, that a homogeneous mixture is a mixture in which all the components are uniformly mixed, and a heterogeneous mixture is a mixture in which all the components are not uniformly mixed. Now in homogeneous mixture, no separation boundaries are visible. There is no boundaries of separation. Whatever substance or whatever substance we dissolve in it, it gets whatever substance we put in it, it gets dissolved. So no layers are formed. But in heterogeneous mixture, separation boundaries are visible. If we dissolve oil in water, it will make a layer. So we can clearly see the separation between both of them. Then homogeneous mixture consists of single phase and heterogeneous mixture consists of two or more phase. That is, if we put anything in homogeneous mixture, it will get dissolved. So we cannot see that what is put inside it until we taste it. But in heterogeneous mixture, we can recognize what is put inside it, because it forms different phases. Example of homogeneous mixture is mixture of water and sugar, which we saw in the previous slide, and example of heterogeneous mixture is mixture of water and oil. Now comes the solution. I hope you are clear with the concept, elements and compounds plus the impure substances. Means you are clear with the pure substance and impure substance. Now comes the solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. For example, lemon water, then sugar solution, soda water, etc. So a solution may be solid, that is alloys. A solution may be gaseous like air, or a solution may be liquid like sugar solution. In a solution, there is a mixture of two or more substances, but that mixture is homogeneous. Now, solution is made up of two components, solute and solvent. Solvent is the component of the solution that dissolves the other component in it and is usually present in larger amount. Such component of solution is known as the solvent. So, it is the component of solution. The solvent is the component of solution and it dissolves the other component in it. So what is the role of solvent? It dissolves the other component in it, and this solvent is generally present in larger amount. So three things you have to remember about the solvent: that it is the component of solution, it dissolves other component in it, and it is usually present in larger amount. Then solute. Solute is this component of solution that dissolves in the solvent and is usually present in smaller amount. So solute is also the component of solution and it is dissolved in the solvent, but it is present in smaller amount. So as we saw in case of solvent, that it is the component of the solution and it dissolves the other component in it. That is, which other component it dissolves in it? The solute. It dissolves the solute inside it, and this solvent is present in larger amount. And solute is the component of solution that dissolves inside the solvent and it is usually present in smaller amount. So if you want to remember this in an easier manner, how will you remember it? See, solute means smaller amount and solvent means larger amount. That is, solute is present in smaller amount and solvent is present in larger amount. How will you remember? Solute consists of 6 letters. Solvent consists of 7 letters. If you count the letters in the word solvent, there are 7 letters, and if you count the letters in the solute, there are 6 letters. So means 7 letters means more letters are there, so that's why it is present in larger amount. 6 letters means they are less as compared to solvent, so smaller amount. Clear? Now let's see some of the examples of solutions. A solution of sugar in water is a solid in liquid solution. Sugar is a solid and water is a liquid. So it is a solid in liquid solution. And in this solution, the sugar is the solute and water is the solvent. So sugar is the solute which is put inside which is mixed inside the water, that is the solvent. It is dissolved in the solvent. Then a solution of iodine in alcohol, known as tincture of iodine, has iodine which is a solid which is used as a solute, and that iodine is dissolved in alcohol which is a liquid which is a solvent. Then aerated drinks like soda water etc. are gas in liquid solutions. So these aerated drinks contains carbon dioxide gas. As we see that aerated drinks like soda water, they are gas in liquid solutions. In liquid solutions the gas is put. So the carbon dioxide gas as solute and water as solvent. So gas is dissolved with the liquid solution. Then air is a mixture of gas and gas. Air is a homogeneous mixture of a number of gases. As we can see that number of gases are present in the atmosphere. Like mainly it consists of two constituents. Oxygen, which is present in 21%, and nitrogen, which is present 78%. And other gases are present in very small quantities. Now let's study about the properties of solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture. The particles of solution are smaller than 1 nanometer in diameter, so we cannot see them with our naked eye. We cannot see the particles of solution with our naked eye. As you can clearly observe that when you make lemon water, you cannot see the particles of the solution inside it, that where is the sugar, where is the salt I have added, where is the lemon which I have squeezed. You can't recognize them with your naked eye. Because of very small particle size, they do not scatter a beam of light passing through the solution. So because of their size, the size of the particle is small, they cannot scatter the beam of light. Means the beam of light which is passing through that solution do not scatter, do not split. And so the path of light is not visible in a solution. So whenever we will pass a beam of light through that, the light will be not visible. That path of the light will be not visible. If you want to see that, whenever you make lemon water, you just pour it in a glass and not steel glass or any. You have to take it glass only, and you just pass a light of torch through that, but that path of light will not be visible. Then we cannot separate solute from a solution by filtration. As we know that we can separate the solution by filtration, but solution is that we cannot separate the solute from that solution by filtration process. Then when solution is kept undisturbed, then particles of solute will not settle down, and hence the solution is stable. So if we will keep the lemon water undisturbed for some time, we will not stir it, we will not do any movement in that, we will keep it as it is. So will the particles of the sugar or salt or the lemon which is squeezed settle down? No, not at all. So that's why we can say that the solution is stable. With this we complete the properties of solution. So with this we complete today's session of chapter number 2. If you have any doubts, you are free to ask. I hope that you are clear with the concept. Thank you and have a great day.